Okie dokie. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Azrin, the language nerd here. Boy, my hair's a little bit messy. That's okay. I've got a haircut coming up next week, which is going to be good. So hope you're having a good day. Welcome to this A1 beginner Spanish class, or rather course that's going to live on YouTube. Just so you guys know, I'm actually remaking this introduction. So if by chance you're watching this and you're one of the few people who saw the original intro video, you might be thinking like, whoa, what the heck's going on? Well, I wanted to redo it based on some feedback that I received and based on a couple of changes that I'm going to be making in the course moving forward. So if you are seeing this for the second time and you are one of those few people, that is why this is being redone and why you're seeing it a second time. So I wanted to make a very quick video to introduce the class and go through a couple of very important things before the course actually begins. So the very first thing is that there are going to be some visual aids in this class. The first visual aid is this blackboard. So often I'll be writing on this little blackboard and I will show it on the screen so you guys are able to see. I would encourage you guys and highly recommend that you have a notebook or something to write notes on, whether it's a laptop or a tablet or notebook, whatever it is. I would highly recommend you have something to write notes on while you're watching these videos. The second visual aid we're going to use is actually an online Google Doc. So everybody, in the description of this video here, if you go into the bottom, like directly, if this is the video screen, directly below the video, right? You open that up, you expand it, you're going to see a link that says Note File. It is a Google Doc link. So it's like docs.google.com/documents/d/blah, blah, 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 blah. This is going to be another important document for you to save and make sure you always have access to when you're watching these videos. In fact, I'm going to ask you to open that document up right now, okay? So if you're on the very first page of the document, you're going to see the date. The date is probably not going to be the date that you're watching this video, especially because I'm remaking this introduction, but a lot of the content is going to be the same. So actually, while you're looking at this Google Doc, let's go through very quickly some of the content of this class and what's important for this class. So what's covered in this class is going to be greetings, as you can see in this document, understanding and using familiar everyday expressions, the alphabet and sounds of the language, introducing yourself and others, asking and answering questions about personal details such as where you live, people you know, things you have, your family and your work, numbers, days of the week and months, and of course, telling time. If you continue scrolling down on the Google Doc, we're still on page 1. You're going to see a heading that says important for this course. So a few things that matter. First of all, this class is free. So I'm not going to be spamming you guys in the class to purchase other programs and services or anything like that. What I will say is that you can show your appreciation by sharing this course with others. And most importantly, please give me feedback. Depending on when you're watching this, there's a good likelihood, at least right now in 2019, there's a good likelihood that this course is still a work in progress, meaning I am still actually making videos for it. I'm still going back and making some changes. In fact, there's already been changes been made in the 1 week, again, as I'm recording this, in the 1 week that this course has been live. There's already been lots of changes that I've made based on your guys' feedback. So I would highly appreciate feedback and any comments you have, both positive, negative, and neutral, so that this class can be as positive of an experience for you and the best learning experience as we possibly can make it. Okay? If we keep going down, point number 2 in this section, please add me on Instagram, Facebook, /Snapchat. My username is @PolyglotAzrin because we're going to use these for homework. In this course, there is going to be homework and I'm going to give you assignments and I'm going to have you send them to me via Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Often there's going to be some speaking homework as well. So I would actually prefer in many ways, if you use Instagram or Snapchat, those two platforms are a little bit preferred because on those two platforms, you are able to send voice messages. So you can record your voice and send that as a voice message. And I am able to reply with a voice message. On Facebook, you will be able to send a voice message, but unfortunately, I'll only be able to reply with a text message. It's just how the app that I use for my Facebook page to manage it, it doesn't have a voice messaging function, which is why that is. So the preference is that you send your homework to me via Instagram or Snapchat. But if you don't use them, Facebook will also work. Okay? If you don't use any of these platforms or whatever it is, you're welcome to send me any voice MP3 files or a video link for your homework, and I can review that way. It's probably not ideal, but it is, I suppose, an option. Okay. Point number 3, not required at all, but I would appreciate if you followed my podcast, The Language Learning Show, as well as my TikTok and LinkedIn. My username is of course, the same as always, @PolyglotAzrin. I'd appreciate that very, very much, but again, not required at all for the class. This course will most likely be about 15 to 25 hours. That's what I'm probably aiming to make it last for. And basically, the goal after that 15 to 25 hours is the goal is that all of you watching this, if you've done the homework, you've watched the content, you've gone through it all, you've done it, you're able to hold a 5 to 10 minute conversation with another Spanish speaker, provided that the other person speaks slowly and you're having a reasonably simple conversation. Obviously, after this class, you're not going to be able to discuss politics or discuss who the heck knows, anything really complex or technical in Spanish, but hopefully you can have some basic, simple conversations with other people that would last a maximum of 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Point number 5 here is the goal here is to have hundreds, for the course anyway, to have hundreds, if not thousands of people who use this free course to learn Spanish. So if this does happen, my inbox is probably going to be inundated with lots of people's homeworks and questions. And sometimes I might be a little bit slow to respond. Sometimes if it's really, really, really popular, I might not be able to respond, but I will try my absolute best. If this scenario happens though, I will tell you this, I'll probably start getting some help from native speakers I know to get through all the questions and make sure that everyone is able to get some individual attention. Make sense? And then point number 6 here, if you'd like to be notified when each video in the course is posted, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon on my YouTube channel. So there's a little bell that you'll see beside this, the red subscribe button. So you're welcome to do that. You can also simply go to the website, which many of you probably already have, that's listed here, azrinthelanguagenerd.com/free-classes. If you fill the bottom out at the bottom, I'll make sure I email you when a new video is made. And I'll try my best to keep you guys in the loop using that platform there as well. So those are kind of the main 6 points there. The goal for the class, as you see further down the Google Doc, we've already talked about this, so we're going to skip this over. I already mentioned what it is. There's a nice little chart and a website that I've listed underneath that underlines 6 different levels of Spanish. This is the Common European Framework of Reference, I believe it's called, that is used to grade or track how strong someone is in a language. You're more than welcome to review this on your own time, or even welcome, if you're watching this recording, just hit the pause button. Feel free to read through it. If you'll notice, if you scroll down at the very bottom, it says A1. The very, very bottom of the chart says A1. This is kind of the level that we're trying to get you to by the end of this course here. Okay, if we go to the next page, we're now on page, what is this? Page 4, it looks like, where it says My Expectations. Please give this class your full effort and attention. Since this is not a traditional class where I'm literally in front of you in person, you probably will need to pay extra attention and be very, very focused in order to take the most out of the course and hit our course outcome of achieving somewhere around that A1 level and being able to hold simple conversations. Okay, so that is kind of the introduction of this class. I'm going to direct your attention back to the YouTube screen. So you're probably looking at the Google Doc right now. Please stop looking at the Google Doc and come back to the YouTube stream. I'll give you 3 seconds to do that. And I'll grab something here while you come back to the screen. Okay, I assume everyone is back at the screen. So the last little course thing that I want to mention is in the last 2 things actually. In the description of this video, so if you look below this video where you're watching it, so this is the video screen, in the description, the same place you found the Google Doc link, you are going to see something that says timestamps, right? Timestamps like this. Time stamps, right? Timestamps. You're going to see a little thing that says timestamps. Those timestamps are going to be in the description of every single video, and this is going to be a very useful tool for you that I highly recommend that you use. With these timestamps, you can actually navigate through the video. So I'm going to write down from the beginning of the video to minute 10, I did a course introduction. From the 10-minute mark to the 37-minute mark, we talked about basic phrases. From the 37-minute mark to the 52-minute mark, we did some practice with basic phrases, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to be able to navigate through different videos. And perhaps you've done some of your own self-study. Perhaps the class is a little bit too slow for you. Perhaps, who knows, right? You want to go and go ahead to different topics that interest you. You can navigate through the videos and see what topics we've covered and go to those timestamps, go to those points in the videos to see the stuff and engage with the things that most matter to you, if that's something you want to do. So I think that's going to be a useful tool for a lot of you as you are going through this course here. The other thing I'll come back to here as well, I said it in a few minutes ago, this course is a work in progress, and I love feedback, positive or negative feedback, constructive criticism, stuff you love, stuff you're neutral about. Just tell me, and I will do my best to incorporate it in future videos. Or even I'll even sometimes go back, like I'm doing with this introduction, and fix certain things if they really need to be fixed, if that makes sense. And then I was going to say one more thing about this course here, which was, maybe I wasn't going to say anything else. I think that was maybe the last thing I was going to say. Oh yes, I do remember. The final thing for this course here is in the very first lesson of the class, which is the next one, the next video that you're going to watch in the series. I did not actually use this Blackboard. We purely use the Google Doc, which, it just make sure you have that open for it. The future videos after that definitely do use this Blackboard and other resources, things like that. So just something that I wanted to mention as an FYI. And anything else before we jump into a couple of different lesson things and things you can learn? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Aside from perhaps the last thing I can really say is I would recommend you work through this course at your own pace. What I mean by that is some of the videos are going to be very long. So you'll even notice some of them are 2 hours long, 1 hour long, an hour and a half. Like sometimes some of them are quite lengthy. If at any point you get tired throughout the videos, or you're like, oh my God, Azman's really given me a lot of information and my brain's having a hard time digest it. If that's ever happening, you're more than welcome to pause the video, go do something else, come back another time. Like, work through this video at your own pace. I kind of view learning a language like eating. We all have different appetites and we all have different stomachs. We all eat a certain amount of food and then need a certain amount of time to digest. And that quantity of food that we need and the digestion time that we need is different for each person. In this course, it's going to be the same thing. Some of you are going to be able to watch a whole 2-hour video, follow along, learn, it's going to be great. And some of you might need to watch it in 30-minute chunks, 20-minute chunks, 40-minute chunks, and kind of come back, rewatch certain things. So please use this course and use it to learn however you learn best. With that aside, we're at a timestamp of 13:55. It seems. I'm actually just going to quickly write that down somewhere so I don't forget. We're at 13:55. So I can write that timestamp in the description. At this point, we're going to go through a couple of basic phrases in Spanish. A few things, okay? So just keep your attention on the YouTube screen here. We're going to be using this Blackboard. If I ever direct you to the Google Doc, I will tell you when to look there. So the first one is hola. The first word we'll learn as a basic phrase, hola. Hopefully everyone knows hola. Hola, hola, hola. Hola means hi, right? Like, hello, hi, hola, right? I'll point out this H is silent. We do not pronounce H's in Spanish. So it is pronounced like hola. It is not pronounced hola, okay? Also a small pronunciation point. This O here is not pronounced O, but it is pronounced O. O. So this is hola. Hola, not hola. I'll say it wrong, then I'll say it right, and I'll flip back and forth between wrong and right a couple times so you can hear the difference. Incorrect, hola. Correct, hola. Incorrect, hola. Correct, hola. Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Hola, hola. Does that make sense? So hola is hi. I think a lot of you probably already know that word there. I assume so. We also have how are you? Right? How are you is ¿cómo? Oops, I wrote that wrong. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Oops. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo? I literally misspelled it wrong twice in a row. ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo estás? Is like this, right? Which means how are you? I'll say it a couple times so you can hear it and you can get it in your brain. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Right? This is how are you? Now, if somebody asks you, ¿Cómo estás? And you're like, oh, I want to say I'm doing well. What do you say? You would say, you have a few different options. I'm going to give you a few. Your first option is you could say, muy bien. Muy bien. Right? Muy bien, word per word, if we translate this, means very good. I will say it a couple times. Muy bien. Muy bien. So if I say, hey, ¿cómo estás? Let's say your name is Jack. Hey, Jack, ¿cómo estás? You would say, oh, muy bien. Your second option is you can just simply say bien. Like this. You can simply say bien. Let's think, what do you think this means? Muy bien means very good. So bien simply means good. Easy peasy, right? Not hard at all. Muy bien, bien. The other two options I'll give you here is you can answer in a more full sentence if you would prefer. So it's a slightly different version. You can say, estoy muy bien. Estoy muy bien. This is also an option right here. Estoy muy bien. Estoy is a word for I am. So I am very good. Easy peasy. And then, of course, our fourth option, you might be able to guess where I'm going with it. You could say, estoy bien. Estoy bien. I am good. So 4 different options. So if I say, hey, let's say your name is Susan. Susan, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás, Susan? You would say, oh, muy bien, muy bien. Or bien. Or estoy muy bien. Or estoy bien. I want you to practice saying that to yourself. In fact, even pause the video. Practice saying, I'll put the screen here so you can see it. Hit pause. Practice saying some of these muy bien, bien, estoy muy bien, estoy bien. All right? So, now, in English, when someone asks you, hey, how's it going? Or hey, how are you? You don't just go, oh, I'm good, and stop. You normally say, oh, I'm good. And you? How do you say that and you in Spanish? Well, we say, ¿y tú? ¿Y tú? So I might say, hola, ¿cómo estás? You would say, muy bien. ¿Y tú? Y means and, tú means you. So muy bien. ¿Y tú? Or you might say, bien. ¿Y tú? Or estoy muy bien. ¿Y tú? Or estoy bien. ¿Y tú? Right? So, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien. ¿Y tú? Another common phrase is ¿de dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Okay. What does this mean? This means, where are you from? If we break the sentence down word per word, de means from. Donde means where. Eres means you are. So from, I'll even write this for the visual learners. From, where you are. From where you are. ¿De dónde eres? And if you want to reply, your reply would be soy de, and your country. Soy de, and whatever country you're from. So in my case, if you said Azrin, so ask me right now. Ask me to the screen, even though I can't hear you. Ask me, where are you from? Okay, I'll give you 7 seconds. Okay, let's pretend you said it. ¿De dónde eres? Oh, soy de Canadá. Soy de Canadá. ¿De dónde eres? Soy de Canadá. Or soy de China. China is China. What's nice about countries in Spanish, and what we're going to see countries later on. In fact, I think in the next video, if I remember correctly, what's nice about countries is that they most of them, or many of them, are very, very similar to English. There's only a few that are kind of really different. So that's obviously nice when you're learning. So Canada. It's not that hard, right? So soy de Canadá. Okay. Let's do another one here. Let's do, if you're a traveler, this is important. ¿Dónde está blah, 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 blah? ¿Dónde está anything? So we know dónde. We just saw dónde in the previous sentence, didn't we? ¿Dónde means what? Means where, right? ¿Dónde, I'll write it in English here, means where. Where. Está is like is. So where is, insert anything you want. So if you're traveling and you're looking for the bathroom, you're looking for some monument, you're looking for whatever, ¿dónde está blank? So ¿dónde está el baño, for example? El baño is the bathroom. ¿Dónde está el baño? This little N with the line on top is pronounced like nya. So this is el baño. El baño. ¿Dónde está el baño? Where's the bathroom? Right? Let's keep going. Let's do a couple more basic phrases. You might even say ¿dónde está? I don't know. El aeropuerto. El aeropuerto. ¿Dónde está el aeropuerto? El aeropuerto means airport. I'll say it slowly. El aeropuerto. El aeropuerto. Aeropuerto. El aeropuerto. Okay. A few other things that are important to note here, I'm going to say, are the following words. Tengo. Tengo. Tienes. I will show you on the blackboard in a moment. Puedo. Puedes. Okay. Tengo. Okay, so let's go through these one at a time. Tengo, the first one on this blackboard here. Tengo means I have. Okay. Tengo, I have. So tengo un lapicero. I have a pen. Tengo agua. I have water. Tengo un celular. I have a phone. You can see my reflection on the phone. That's funny. Tengo whatever. Una computadora. I have a computer. Tengo whatever. Okay. The next one on the list is tienes. 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 So tengo, I have. Oh, I just wrote tienes twice. I didn't write the English. I'm sorry. You have. Tienes is you have. Tengo, tienes. Tengo, I have. Tienes, you have. So I might say to you, for example, we know this is agua. Everyone knows agua, right? Water. So tengo agua. Tienes agua? Right? If I say tienes agua, I'm saying, do you have water? Hopefully you have water. If you don't, that's a problem. Or tengo un celular. ¿Tienes un celular? I have a phone, cell phone. Do you have a cell phone? Tengo, whatever, una computadora, a computer. ¿Tienes una computadora? Do you have a computer? All right. Next one, puedo. Puedo and puedes. Puedo and puedes are the following. Puedo, I can. Puedes, you can. Puedo, I can. Puedes, you can. So for example, puedo, what can I do? Let's think. Puedo nadar. I can swim. Right? Puedo, actually, funnily enough, I can't swim, actually. I said I can swim, but I actually can't swim, or I swim very, very poorly. Puedo cantar, maybe? I can sing. Puedo, I don't know, all sorts of things. Puedo beber agua. I can drink water. Puedo hablar español. I can speak Spanish. Puedo, all sorts of stuff, right? All sorts of stuff. Puedes, right? You can maybe, I don't know, you can speak Spanish. Puedes hablar español. Can you speak Spanish? Puedes, whatever. Okay. Now, one thing I want to point out is we'll come back to it a couple of times, but I want to give an introduction to it now. Notice in Spanish, it is super common to omit and not say pronouns. So pronoun is basically like these I's here, like I is a pronoun, you is a pronoun, right? There's you, I, you, these are two pronouns, right? I don't have to say I have. Like this one word represents two words in English. This one word here represents two words in English. One word represents two. So in English, we always have to say I, we always have to say you. Spanish, they don't have to. They can just have one word that kind of incorporates the you inside. We're going to revisit that in the future, but that is something I wanted to plant a seed about right now so that you have it. So let's do a little bit of listening practice with what we've learned, and then we will wrap this video up, okay? So I'm going to say certain words and certain phrases. I want you to listen closely, and I want to see if you understand, okay? Sometimes I'll just say a phrase. Sometimes I will ask you a question. So if I say hola, what am I saying? Hola. Hola, right? Hola is hi. Hola, hola. How do we spell hola? H-O-L-A. Hola, but we don't pronounce the H. So we say hola and not hola. Hola is correct. Hola is wrong. Hola correct. Hola wrong. Okay? And I say to you, ¿cómo estás? If I say, hey, hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? What am I asking you? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hey, how are you? Right? This is how. This is you are. How you are. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? How would you reply? You have 4 different options. Give me one of them. What's one option for replying? You can say, muy bien. ¿Y tú? Right? What does this mean? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Very good. And you? Right? Let's do another one. What if I say, ¿de dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Listen closely. I'll say it a couple times. ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Right? I'll write it down. ¿De dónde eres? Right? Oops. Ignore the little squiggle at the end. ¿De dónde eres? I'll give you a hint. De means from, right? So from where you are. Where are you from? ¿De dónde eres? And you would say, how do you reply to that? ¿De dónde eres? You say, soy de, and whatever country. Soy de, and your country. Soy de Canadá, for example. What if I want to ask you, I'm going to give you a new word. This word, by the way, everything we're doing here, hopefully you're writing it down, but it is actually a lot of it, a summary of it anyway, is in the Google Doc. So afterwards you can go access this. Literally, funnily enough, well, not funnily enough, never mind. It is in the Google Doc though. You can go and access it afterwards or even during if you would like. A new word I'll give you here is hijos. Okay, hijos means children. Okay, children, right here. So I'm going to ask you a question that uses hijos. ¿Tienes hijos? ¿Tienes hijos? I'll say it a few times. ¿Tienes hijos? ¿Tienes hijos? I'll write tienes in case the visual helps you. I'm not going to tell you what it means yet. I want you to listen. ¿Tienes hijos? ¿Tienes hijos? Struggling? Do you understand? I'll give you a hint. I no tengo hijos. No, wait. No tengo hijos. No tengo hijos. No tengo hijos. So what did I ask you? I asked, do you have kids? Because tienes, which we wrote like this, right? Tienes means, make it like that so it's actually upright. Tienes means you have. So tienes hijos means do you have kids? In my case, no tengo hijos. No, I have kids, which means I don't have kids. I don't have kids. No tengo hijos. Let's give you another new word. Cantar, which is sing. Okay? Cantar is sing. So, ¿puedes cantar? Listen closely, I'm asking you a question. ¿Puedes cantar? ¿Puedes cantar? ¿Sí o no? Can you, what am I asking you? ¿Puedes? I'll write puedes here. Here's puedes. Okay, right here. Puedes means what? You can. So puedes cantar. Puedes cantar. Can you sing? In my case, no. No puedo cantar. In my case. No puedo cantar. No puedo cantar. No, I can sing. In other words, I can't sing. No puedo cantar. Okay, well, I think we can wrap this video up here. This one will keep a little bit shorter than most of the other videos. I'll give you a little bit of homework to wrap this video up. So I'm going to ask you to go to my Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook if you don't use it, at Polyglot Azren, POLYGLOT AZREN or AZREN, Polyglot Azren. Go to my Instagram or Snapchat and send me a voice message saying like, hey, how are you doing? Ask me a couple of different questions that we learned today, right? That's going to be your homework. I hope you liked the video. As a reminder, timestamps are in the description. So in the next video, I did not use the Blackboard, unfortunately. I find the classes are better when I use this, but I hadn't realized that in the next video that I made. So the next video, we only use the Google Doc, but moving forward, the Blackboard is used and yeah. So hope you like that one. Remember, timestamps are in the description. I want to stress that for people that want to skip ahead or things like that to different portions. Hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoyed this, and we will talk very, very soon. See ya. Bye.